Good evening, I'm Tommy. Today our topic is extend use of BIM in construction with blockchain technology. Here is the outline of today's presentation. The introduction will be summed up in two questions. The first question, what is blockchain technology? Nowadays, blockchain technology is gaining popularity. However, most of the general public only consider blockchain technology as equal to Bitcoin. And because of the fear of cyber currency, the general public are afraid of blockchain technology as well. But what is blockchain technology? Actually, a blockchain is a digital record of transaction. Simply speaking, imagine a spreadsheet which is duplicated thousands of times across a network of computers, and the network is designed to regularly update the spreadsheet. Information held on blockchain exists as a shared and keep recognized database. And the peer-to-peer network features of blockchain means there is no central point of controlling the information exchange, while information of BIM is being constantly interchanged between all the participants on the network. After a brief explanation of what is blockchain, there are many key features of blockchain technology. Firstly, more capacity. Secondly, immutability. Thirdly, the decentralized system. And now, here's come to the second question. Why we need BIM combined with the blockchain technology? The first limitation is that the personal computer cannot afford BIM because BIM software uses a lot of memory on the machine. Furthermore, lack of credibility is the next limitation of the BIM nowadays. And now I will pass to Stephen to talk about the application of BIM with blockchain technology.
Thanks for introducing the background of the blockchain technology and BIM, and now I will talk about the application of blockchain technology in BIM. In construction process, different parties make different decisions according to the building information models. In case of the traditional method, parties work individually and share information through manual methods, for example, email, which results in time delay for the information sharing. With use of the blockchain in BIM, disciplines could exchange the necessary information through the automated system, which provides real-time and effective monitoring of the construction progress and data exchange among the project teams. For example, in the traditional approach, when architects make adjustments to the partitioning in the model, it has to involve other disciplines by emailing or other methods, which takes time for the process and may affect the work schedule. In case of the blockchain approach, the BIM model of every discipline will be automatically updated in real time when architects make changes to the model, which does not cause any time delay for the information exchange process. Another application of the blockchain system on BIM is the use of the combination of smart contract and BIM. The invention of smart contract is contributed by two features of the blockchain system. Decentralization means that the contract and events are not managed by a central party who might involve self-interest in dealing with the event. On the other hand, the history of the manipulation of data during the events will be permanently embedded into the system and be noticed by every node on the network. The smart contract based on these features benefits the parties from the trustless nature of the events. A possible use of the combination of smart contract and BIM is the automated payment process. In the construction industry, payment delays are usual problems. The practice could be an effective way to prevent this problem. Under this practice, smart contract behaves in the predefined way and is automated in the pattern of if this record is found in the BIM and the associated contract terms are fulfilled, then pay it, which is a more objective and data-driven way to ensure contract conditions are met. Say for example, supplier load the invoice to the smart contract system. Once the BIM model is updated with the receipt of the product, the smart contract system will verify the payment terms inside the contract and the funds will be automatically sent to the supplier. In comparison to the cloud-based BIM, which parties are allowed to edit the whole model, the blockchain-based BIM only allows the parties to edit their responsible parts in the BIM model while they could access the whole model without the rights of modification, which make the use of blockchain-based BIM increase the accountability. Another difference is that cloud-based BIM is the system with centralized architecture. If the central server collapses, the BIM model will not be available until the server recovers, which may largely affect the work progress. In case of blockchain-based BIM, the decentralization allows the normal operation of other parts, even there is any fault among them, which increases the maintainability of the system.
Thank you, Stephen. I will talk about the benefit. Uh, Blockchain can reduce costs by removing the intermediaries in the contract payment and processing. Therefore, payment process is speeded up and streamlined. For example, once the quality checking of the plastering works is approved, the payment will be paid automatically to the subcontractor. Labor input in different stages of contract management will be reduced. Therefore, from the client perspective, client has more control and transparency of cost, time, scope on their project. Since project could be delivered to everyone in real time under blockchain-based project delivery is smoother, and this will considerably decrease the cost incurred by project delays and rework. Effective collaboration is important to smoothen the project delivery, which can be theoretically achieved by level 3. All parties work together on a single shared model to create deeper levels of collaboration. So the blockchain can help since the changes in in the BIM model are permanently recorded. They are time-stamped, immutable, with over information recorded. Therefore, while all parties share the same model, blockchain could provide reliable and transparent record of data that enhance trust and collaboration between parties. Also, as introduced before, payment delay is a common issue in construction collaboration. Integrating blockchain-based smart contract into BIM model increase the confidence of the parties and provide more trust in the transaction, since it is controlled by an independent and fair system instead of a central third party. Data privacy is stronger in the private blockchain due to access right, so while information only goes to the right parties, data is also harder to be hacked as hackers have to hack the data with thousands of network users simultaneously, which is nearly impossible. Therefore, building information requiring high security, for example, trade secrets, confidential details, and also some sensitive building information in like a prison and military projects can be protected.
Thanks for introducing the benefits. The blockchain technology has several benefits with BIM as mentioned before. However, there are four major challenges that must be considered with this technology. First, economically, the cost of creating blockchain technology is expensive when it is implemented in BIM. Also, there are insufficient professionals in these aspects in Hong Kong. It's not easy to hire the related professionals. In the construction industry, it's not easy to be accepted in Hong Kong. They may not willing to adopt the blockchain because they have to retraining and learn the techniques before using this BIM with blockchain. Second, the technical problem is also the main challenge. There is a conflict between the level of security and the speed of network. The speed of processing will be reduced since a growing network results in more transactions to be recorded and more complex algorithms to secure the network. Also, the transaction information is difficult to change and replace is the technical problem. The first challenge is privacy. In the public chain, the blockchain is distributed in different stakeholders and the transaction data is transparent and also disclosed to the public, especially in the confidential information. In construction companies prefer to keep secrets in the tender price and the quantity price, but it is easily to cause privacy problems when using blockchain technology. The security is one of the obstacles. If the network consists of a low number of nodes and they are known to each other, it becomes easier to reach majority, which is 51%, which is seen as the truth in a blockchain model. Hence, for a blockchain network to function properly, it needs to have a large number of nodes to make it as truthful as possible. In conclusion, there are mainly two applications of blockchain and BIM, which is information exchange and smart contract. And the benefit of it is lower cost, better cooperation, and privacy for internal sensitive documents. The potential challenges is the general acceptance, privacy of transaction record, and technical and security concerns. Finally, I believe you have a better understanding of what is blockchain technology and how is it combined with BIM. We have several recommendations on how to improve the situation. Firstly, education. Different universities may implement more degree programs on blockchain technology. Secondly, subsidies. The authority may invest more money in blockchain technology and provide subsidy to increase the incentive of the industry to develop. Thirdly, retraining of professionals. More retraining programs in order to build the skill and knowledge of the professionals. Fourthly, build an own blockchain system instead of using others to increase the stability. Next, blockchain technology is more mature in foreign countries, and therefore inviting foreign expertise to Hong Kong is a very effective approach in short run. And then build up consensus in different parties is very important because being involved in the whole construction process, which have a lot of shareholders, and therefore build up a consensus in different parties is very important. And this is the end of our presentation, and this is our reference list. And thank you very much. And here is the Q&A session.